Hey YouTube, and welcome back to our newest YouTube video where I'm going to show you how to get Digested Goo. If you don't know, Digested Goo is used for many things like disease cures, healing salves, psycho, and overdrive, but you could also use it to get adhesive. It's a very good way to get a good amount of adhesive, so I'm just going to show you how to farm this ingredient. So first off, to get Digested Goo, you need to farm these plants right here. Now, these plants only spawn in the Cranberry Bog. It's all the way down at Watoga. This is the only area that it actually spawns in. So if you want to get Digested Goo, you need to come to this area and find these plants. Now, a little thing about these plants is that if you run over and you don't activate it straight away, it's going to release this green toxic air, and you will not be able to farm the Digested Goo from it. So now I can't farm this. I have to go somewhere else. So when you go up to these plants, just make sure to activate it as soon as possible, because you won't be able to get the Digested Goo otherwise. One of the perk cards that I would recommend putting on is, once again, Green Thumb. You will know that Green Thumb just helps out with how much flora you can get. Green Thumb does work on Digested Goo, so if you put it on, you're just going to get more Digested Goo, which is less farming that you need to do. So make sure you put on Green Thumb when you're doing this. So as I said earlier, you're going to have to come down to the Cranberry Bog. So around this area, I'm guessing around the overgrown Sunju Grove, and just around this like area right here is the best way to get the Digested Goo from the plants. I have noticed that they spawn other places around the Cranberry Bog, but I have seen that this location right here is just where you can get the most. You'll find plants by just running through from one end to the other. Keep your eyes open and you will find these plants. So remember, just when you see a plant, you need to run up to it and activate it straight away before the toxic air comes out of it. You will see there that I just got 2 Digested Goo from this one plant. Just run around this whole location. Where I usually start is from the sunrise field, and I usually just make my way along the outside of this area and just see how many plants I can get. Usually I'll get 50 Digested Goo. Sometimes I'll only get around 30. It all depends on how much you look for it and how many plants have not been looted yet. So the first location I'm going to show you to get Digested Goo is just southeast of Watoga. It's called the Glass Cavern. Once you spawn into this location, you're going to see some of the plants around this location. Just remember, there is going to be Scorched Beast and Scorched around this location. The Scorched is going to, they're going to run into these plants and they're going to not be able to be farmed. So just watch out for that. If you do manage to kill the Scorched and they don't touch the plant, then obviously run down and you will be able to farm the plants. Just, you need to be quick because you've seen that I did miss one there. I would recommend going into first person when you go up to these plants, just to make sure that you get the Digested Goo. The second location is just south of the Glass Cavern. It's the Forward Station Delta. Once you get to this location, you're just going to be looking to the outside and you'll see the plants on the outside. You can just go over, get the Digested Goo, and then move on to the next area. And the last location I'm going to show you is just southwest of Watoga. It's the Sparse Sunju Grove. Once you spawn in, you're just going to have to run around this location and you will see the plants all around. Some of them are huddled up together so you can get multiple in one, but just run around this location and keep your eyes peeled for the plants. Now, there is an upside to this farm. Let's say you are trying to get one of the Digested Goos from one of the plants and an enemy goes by it, or you can't activate it because you're too slow. If you hop server, you do have another shot at getting it. As long as you did not harvest it and you hop server, you can get that that plant to spawn again and you can get a Digested Goo from it. So it is a good thing that you can do that. But once you got the Digested Goo from it, you're going to have to wait a short amount of time before you can do it again. I think it's like 24 to 48 hours you have to wait for like flora to respawn, or you have to pick up like a certain amount of items in the world to make them respawn. It's something along the lines of that. But yeah, what if you do end up not getting the digested goo because you missed it or an enemy went over the plant, you can hop server and you will be able to harvest it then. So just keep that in mind. So from them 3 locations that I just showed you there, and from me just looking around a little bit around the Cranberry Bog, I managed to get 48 digested goo with green thumb equipped. So just make sure you have that green thumb equipped, and you will be able to get 48 digested goo as well. So from a 10-minute farm, I managed to get at least 192 adhesive, because each digested goo will give you 4 adhesive. So this is a very good adhesive farm. It's also a very good way just to get digested goo if you want to make the chems or healing items. So if you like what you saw here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below, and I'll see you for the next one. Thank you for joining me, and goodbye.